Modern air combat begins long before pilots see each other, as sensors silently search the sky at extreme altitude.
Radar detection has replaced eyesight as the first step of engagement. Invisible radar waves sweep across the atmosphere.
Visual contact is secondary. Pilots rely on advanced data streams and digital targeting systems to acquire and lock onto the enemy beyond visual range.
Sensor fusion automatically combines radar, infrared, and data link inputs into a single, cohesive tactical picture. The enemy aircraft remains unaware, flying dozens of miles away under clear skies.
Scene 6. Applying the beyond visual range doctrine, the attacking aircraft opens its internal weapons bay, preparing to engage the target from a standoff distance.
The long-range missiles ignite, accelerating smoothly into the thin air, rapidly pulling away from the launch platform.
The missile receives mid-course guidance while flying autonomously.
Engaging evasive maneuvers. Deploying countermeasures. I am defensively engaged.
Reacting instantly to the incoming threat, the pilot initiates a sharp evasive maneuver. A blinding stream of flares erupts from the aircraft.
Onboard electronic warfare systems deploy chaff and emit jamming signals, creating false targets to confuse incoming missile guidance. Unlike older heat seekers, modern missiles adapt dynamically to countermeasures, adjusting their flight path mid-air. This forces the
Combat frequently occurs across these vast, empty skies, often with no visual contact at all.
The missile loses its lock and quickly veers away, self-destructing harmlessly in the distance. The pilot is safe.
Both aircraft are disengaging to create distance. A tactical withdrawal is necessary to reassess fuel and formulate new tactics.
Initiating the transition. Closing the gap, fast. The formation tightens.
As the distance closes and the aircraft shapes become clear, the engagement enters the visual spectrum. It's a high-stakes dogfight now.
Prior to engagement, positive visual identification is a critical legal and tactical step. The targeting system confirms the lock.
They push the throttles forward, crossing the threshold of Mach 1. The ensuing shockwaves rattled the atmosphere as
When a fighter jet executes a high G turn, the aerodynamic forces create these dramatic vapor trails extending from the wingtips. During sustained dogfighting, you must constantly manage your energy. Use climbs to store potential energy and dives to regain kinetic speed.
Aircraft A pulled to trade airspeed for altitude achievement and achieve a positional advantage. The pilot responds. The Bandit is staying low to preserve speed, a contrasting tactic, but we maintain the energy advantage from up here.
Locked in a desperate struggle for air superiority, the two jets spiral tightly, pulling extreme Gs as they claw for an advantage.
The missile seeker uses an infrared sensor to track the target's heat signature. Once the target is acquired and tracking stabilized,
Despite the extreme maneuvering, the pilot initiates a high off-board sight launch. The missile acquires and tracks the target independently.
In close combat, instinct, training, and timing still decide survival.
Defensive flares deployed. Danger close.
The guidance system was compromised. Fooled by the countermeasures, the weapon detonated prematurely overhead, neutralized before impact.
in a dogfight, reaction times are instantaneous. But BVR combat offers a tactical pause unavailable in close quarters. Proximity is the enemy of safety. As passes get closer, the risk of collision increases dramatically.
The alignment sequence began with a short cannon burst, sending shockwaves through the tunnel.
Narration shows tracer rounds streaking across open sky.
As these missiles demonstrate, modern warfare is fought from a distance. This is why traditional gun kills
Emerging from the fireball, the two fighters rapidly disengaged, banking hard in opposite directions to regain crucial spacing. The situation quickly turned critical. Fuel warnings illuminated the cockpit as the gauges plunged into the red.
Doctrine dictates avoiding sustained close combat. Aggressive maneuvering rapidly depletes fuel reserves, severely limiting options in a crisis.
New radar contact. Bearing 270, long range. Tracking engagement. With the merge broken, the engagement immediately reverted to beyond visual range combat. The targeting computer acquired a solid lock.
Initiating another sweep, the long-range sensors come online, searching for the anomaly while the craft runs dangerously low on fuel.
Networked warfare provides instant, shared situational awareness, integrating every sensor and platform. Data uplink established. Receiving targeting coordinates. Tracking solution imminent. Target locked.
The missiles were digitally queued for launch. Target acquisition confirmed. The launch sequence initiated immediately.
Another long-range missile launch was initiated, successfully deploying the weapon towards its objective high above the atmosphere.
The enemy aircraft initiates a sharp defensive maneuver, attempting to evade the missile lock. Intense electronic countermeasures are saturating the airspace. We are experiencing catastrophic failure across all avionics and targeting systems. Utilizing advanced probability of kill algorithms, the system provides real-time targeting data, allowing the pilot to make critical engagement decisions rapidly. Target locked. Weapons free. Missile impacting target area, resulting in a catastrophic failure of the enemy aircraft. The enemy aircraft is heavily damaged and trailing smoke. It's attempting an evasive maneuver, but we have a confirmed weapons lock.
Pillar. To survive, the pilot must disengage. A sudden, violent evasive maneuver breaks the enemy's lock.
Survivability hinges on two factors: distance and awareness. Keep scanning your instruments, maintain situational awareness, and maintaining the high ground is crucial in aerial combat. The winning jet demonstrates clear altitude dominance over the adversary. It's remarkable how quickly the sky becomes quiet again after the chaos. Just clear air and open space.
In modern warfare, awareness decides victory before courage is tested.
Modern warfare is defined by data superiority, yet the principles of aerial combat remain rooted in the historical dogfights of the last century.
The nature of warfare evolves. The biplanes of the past give way to the fifth-generation fighters of tomorrow.
The advent of the missile irrevocably reshaped air combat doctrine, emphasizing speed and standoff capability over traditional dogfighting maneuvers.
The engagement was successful. With the targets neutralized, the squadron is now returning to base. While peace prevails, the need for continuous scanning remains. Our forces maintain constant vigilance over the skies.
The integration of these advanced systems marks a new era in missile technology.
As the missile separates from the carrier aircraft, its scramjet engages, propelling the hypersonic glide vehicle towards the edges. Artificial intelligence is now assisting targeting protocols. The system analyzes flight data, locking onto the designated targeting sequence locked. Activating ABSRIST protocol. Confirm engagement parameters.
The reaction window is closing fast. If we don't take the shot now, we'll lose the target.
As the sun set, the mission continued. The elite squadron pushed through the atmospheric turbulence towards their objective.
The sky reveals a breathtaking, transient beauty. Yet, it is also an arena where power is projected, swift and lethal.
These aerial ballets were once the decider of wars. But their relevance in tomorrow's conflicts is far from certain.
Behind the visor, concentration is absolute. Every instrument scan, every minute adjustment to the controls demands total precision.
And here we see the fighter jet perform a graceful banking maneuver over the clouds during the golden hour.
The aircraft leaves behind long white contrails, high in the stratosphere. But as quickly as they form, they begin to fade into the warming air.
Excellence is not an accident. It is the result of continuous, rigorous training.
Scene 72. As the sun dips below the horizon, the formation tightens, resuming their vigilant patrol.
The modern battlefield is no longer defined by geography, but by data streams. Every asset, every movement. Finally, silence returns to the sky.
Beyond visual range capability is the cornerstone of modern air superiority. The F-15 utilizes
Even in the era of advanced missiles and electronic warfare, the classic dogfight remains a crucial element of aerial combat.
above the world, they fly undisputed. The panoramic view confirms clear skies for the next leg of the journey. Maintaining tight formation, the squadron initiates its final descent. Seconds. Air combat is unforgiving. One mistake, one moment of hesitation, and the sky claims its price.
In the missile era, victory belongs to the aircraft that sees first, thinks faster, and strikes before being seen.